Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Ashraf. Welcome to my clinic. Okay, yes, Mr. Ashraf, what brings you to my clinic today?
Okay, today saya rasa macam can I speak in Malay, right?
Yeah, you can speak in Malay, you can speak in English, no problem.
Okay, I feel like I have been having a dry cough lah, past for 1 or 3 months lah.
About 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Oh, so you are having cough for 2 to 3 months.
Yes.
Okay, alright. And anything else other than the cough which you are suffering from?
Maybe some flu.
A bit of flu.
And
okay.
Sometimes I got the whitish phlegm lah.
Occasionally you get a bit of whitish phlegm.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
And some feel like heartburn lah. This heartburn like that.
Feel a bit of heartburn. Alright, okay. So you get a bit of heartburn.
Yes.
And anything else?
No.
Okay, I just would like to know a bit more on your cough here. So your cough you've been having for the past 2 to 3 months.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that you're having a bit of whitish phlegm occasionally. Alright, okay, so you were having a bit of whitish phlegm, and your cough is more towards a dry cough.
Yes.
Okay, and just to ask a couple of associated symptoms, because since it's been a bit of prolonged time, 2 to 3 months, do you have any associated fever, especially maybe during the evening hours? Do you get the fever?
Yeah, it's worsening at night lah.
No, I'm talking about your fever.
Oh, okay.
So you don't get fever, right?
No.
So you're not having fever.
No.
So especially the evening temperatures and rising temperatures in the evening, you don't get it. Okay, excellent. And what about your weight? Did you notice that you have lost weight over the last couple of months?
I think not.
You have not lost weight for a couple of months. Very good. And okay, and then you mentioned about your phlegm earlier. That's very good. Okay. Coming to the next point, you were also mentioning that you got a bit of heartburn sensation. Okay, good. So this sensation of heartburn, when do you get it worse? Is it usually before meals, after meals?
Actually like before meal.
Before meals. Okay.
Wait.
Are you sure?
I think like after.
So sometimes you get it before, sometimes you get it after.
Like that.
So you're not very certain. You're not very certain whether you get it before or after. Okay, very good. So, but you get that burning sensation in your chest. All right. Okay, and then apart from that, do you have any history of gastritis before?
Gastritis.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've taken some medication for gastric before. Alright, okay, so you have a bit of history of gastritis and you have taken medication for gastritis. Alright, and this cough which you mentioned earlier, does it change during the day, or is it like worse during the day, or is it worse at night?
At night lah.
Especially when you're sleeping?
When I'm sleeping.
So it's worse at night when you're sleeping and lying down?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and apart from that, do you get any symptoms of rhinitis? Rhinitis meaning certain types of flu that you get frequent sneezing or itching, of sometimes watering of the eyes and watering of the nose. Do you get that?
No.
You don't get that symptom. So that's basically what I was asking you. It's a group of symptoms in allergic rhinitis, just to rule out whether that could be one of the causes that cause that cough. Alright, okay. So just to summarize your symptoms, you've been having cough for the past couple of 2 to 3 months.
Yes.
Worsening usually at night with occasional whitish phlegm, right?
Yes,
and there's no associated fever or loss of weight, and there's a bit of heartburn sensation as well, and you have history of gastritis as well, right? Okay, good. And just to deviate a bit, do you have any underlying chronic illnesses like diabetes or hypertension or anything else that you're taking like long-term medication for?
No,
nothing like that. And what about your occupation? Where do you work? You mentioned earlier you were working in an office.
Yes.
So you're a clerk.
Yes,
You're a clerk in an office. Nearby company, so you're a clerk in an office. So you're not exposed to environmental hazards like frequent exposure to smoke, dust. No. Okay. Are you a smoker?
No.
You're not a smoker as well, and I presume you do not consume any alcohol as well. Okay, good. So what we will do is, your symptoms seem to show me that you could probably be having a bit of gastroesophageal reflux disease, which means that the hyperacidity in your stomach could be causing you to have a reflux, which could be irritating your throat, which leads to you having the cough. Anyway, I'm not giving you a conclusive diagnosis at the moment, but you know, your symptoms seems to direct me towards that. So what we will do is I'll examine you just to make sure that your lungs are clear, and just to check through all your other systems. And if I need to do any x-ray or further investigation, I will let you know, and then we will head on from there and get your treatment done.
Okay.
Alright? Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf. So we'll go on with your examination now, yeah? Alright.